you say you were a comfort eater type of person, or did you just ate
It was out of a coping skill because,
coping?
yeah, it
Okay.
was a trauma response coping skill for
Okay.
me. And
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
So that's where it came from.
yeah, because, yeah, it's the trauma and I have trauma from my past. So, like, it was, and at the time it was still there. So, like, I had, my eating habits were bad, not only because of my past trauma, but the present trauma as well, because I was in a bad relationship. So eating was a comfort for me at that time too.
Okay. We're on. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Paradise Pump. And today we have a guest. Her name is Patricia Nakatani, not to be confused with Nakatoni, which is from the movie Die Hard, the building. Anyway, they didn't know that.
And
So,
also too, I like the new look you got going on here, Mark.
oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. We literally, you know, this is how I do it, Literally just got done putting this thing up. Jeff did anyway. Thank you, Jeff. You
Yeah.
guys have seen Jeff before. Come on here, the professor, the professor of fitness, right? Uh, but yeah, we just got this done. So we got some more work to do. It's not fully done, but you guys can see it's like 50% done. So get some other things going. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you, Mark, for the upgrades, and thank you, Patricia, for coming on the show.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
Patricia.
inviting me on the show.
So, you're Jed's client, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and how long you been training with Jed?
I've been training with Jed for about 3 years now. I started with him in December of 2022,
Oh
and
wow.
I've been here a while. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, you've been able to sustain it. That's awesome. A lot of people after a few months, maybe a year at most. I mean, a lot of people quit. You know what I mean? So you're able to keep on going, right?
yeah. It's been one heck of a journey for me since
Yeah.
starting. Was starting my journey in general was the hardball for me. Like,
Hmm.
yeah.
And
Um,
what was the goal?
the goal was just losing weight, getting under a certain weight, but I didn't know what goal weight I wanted to be, and
Mm.
just lowering my risk, well, getting out of that risk of diabetes because I was diagnosed with diabetic, as type
Oh,
2
really?
diabetic. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And how is it now?
I was diagnosed at an A1C of 8.7, and now I'm under at 5.5.
Oh, that's
Good
fantastic.
job.
Yeah.
Good job.
So that's like uh way below. That's normal actually for
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
5.6,
I think it's
5.7.
five.
threshold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Seven is the
5.7
threshold,
is
right? Yeah.
pre-diabetic, and then anything above that is diabetic.
Oh,
Diabetic.
Yeah, yeah.
fantastic. Congratulations.
Don't ever underestimate the power of exercise. And obviously, have you been cleaned up your diet a lot too,
Oh,
right?
I have.
Right.
But yeah, my starting weight of all this was actually at 345. Yeah.
Wow. That's
I've
crazy.
since then lost over 145 pounds,
Hey, right
gained
on.
back 20 pounds after vacation last year, but I'm like, still at least
Yeah.
I didn't gain
Yeah,
any
yeah.
more than that though.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's freaking great. Wow.
Yeah.
So, how old are you? Just curious.
I'm 34.
34. Okay. And before coming over here, did you work out before this? Like before meeting Jed and coming to Iron?
I started my whole weight loss journey when over at Powerhouse Gym.
Okay.
I started with two other trainers there. One left, and then the other one actually left too. So both of them, like, they left because of either for their own personal
Yeah.
goals or their financial goals, their
Okay.
financial reasons and all that. So,
Is
All
that
right.
where you recall Jed from, Powerhouse?
um, no, it was after he followed my other trainer on Instagram, and then Jed followed me on Instagram right after that. So, and I would watch Jed's videos as well. So I was like, oh, okay. So
Yeah,
backup trainer just in case, you know.
Yeah. Right.
because you were
Yeah,
here with your other trainer for a little while.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and then he ended up moving.
yeah,
I
yeah,
remember that.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that was yeah, because that was years ago. Yeah, awesome. That's amazing. So right now, where you're at, I mean, what's the end goal besides obviously you fixed your diabetes issue and all that stuff and health? Is there like an exact goal that you're trying to accomplish
Right
this
now,
year?
I'm just trying to get down to 180 for skin removal surgery.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
just getting rid of the excess skin that from losing weight and all that. but my ultimate goal weight is to be 156,
Oh,
like to be
Have you,
far away from 200s.
oh
I'm
yeah.
sorry for interrupting, but have you already spoken with a doctor in regards to skin removal and
I
that what's
have
the ideal weight that he wants you to be at or what have you?
Yeah, I spoke to
Okay.
two. I spoke to a
Okay.
private practice one. He said I'll get down to 200, but then I his pricings was a little bit outrageous for me. So then I went to the facility doctor that I used, surgeon, plastic surgeon in the at my regular doctors, and they said get down to 180 in order to get down to 156 to go weight.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I a lot of it, I don't you don't think that this weighs that skin weighs that much, but it actually does though.
That's
Yeah.
surprising how heavy it is, huh?
Yeah, I follow quite a bunch of people who've actually lost weight naturally and then also got skin surgery. And a couple of they reviewed how much the weight actually, I mean, the skin actually weighed,
Hmm.
which is about 20 to 30 pounds
Wow.
of skin. Yeah.
So just that surgery alone, you're dropping another 20
Yeah.
pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's crazy. Wow. Wild. So what do you do for work? What kind of?
I am currently a registered behavior technician, or
Okay.
to explain it better, I'm a behavior therapist. I do applied behavior analysis therapy with children on the autism spectrum
Oh,
or
okay.
just any other intellectual disabilities.
Well, that's cool.
It's just a goal oriented programs for behavior and skill based learning.
Hmm.
I do clinic based right now, so it's more like a early intervention for kids on the autism spectrum, like toddlers and
Oh, very
a bit older
okay.
kids in there too. But yeah, so you teach them communications, certain skills that they are assessed that they need,
Hmm.
and yeah. So my right now I'm clinic manager and lead RBT at the clinic that I'm at right now.
Oh, wow.
Um,
What made you want to start go into that?
I was my undergrad is in psychology right now. Well, got my psychology. My undergrad is psychology, so my you need clinical experience to actually get into any type of doctoral programs for that. So what I wanted, my end goal is probably either a PsyD or a PhD in clinical psychology.
Good for you. That's
Did you
awesome.
go to school here?
Yeah, I graduated from UH Manoa last May with my bachelor's in psychology.
Oh, okay. Okay. Awesome. And you did you grow up here on
Yeah,
campus?
born and
Yeah.
raised here. Born and raised
Oh
here.
yeah, what area?
I'm from the West Side area.
West Side.
The best side.
Deep West Side or in the
Um,
middle? I know because people be saying West Side. There's
yeah, I'm from Nanakuli Waianae
okay.
side.
So you're definitely from the West Side. There you go. You're not lying. All right.
The follow-up question to that is this is what you plan on doing your whole life as far as what you're doing now, or is it like just a step for you to move
It's a
something
step
there?
to what I want to the what I
Okay.
want to do, which is like the clinical psychology or become a psychologist. You need clinical experience just to get into a
Yeah.
doctoral program and all that. Um, I actually want to get my PsyD just to enter into the Navy as a clinical
Okay.
psychologist. That, well, there was a program that helps pay for that schooling and all that. So I'm like, I wanted to get into that. So that's where the goal of a 156, because weight requirements for my height is actually
So
156.
you're talking about also getting commissioned as an officer
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
Navy to be a PsyD
yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's
Mm,
fantastic.
that's amazing. So training. A lot of people, a lot of people struggle, right? Coming to the gym all the time and keeping up with it. And a lot of people just don't like it. Do you actually like it? Do you enjoy coming here, or do you struggle sometimes? Is it how does that work for you?
I struggle every now and then only because the fact there's some days I'm just tired,
Hmm.
tired from work and tired from like just my regular routine.
Yeah.
But I keep going only because the fact that it's my routine and I like to stay in routine.
Hmm.
And plus, two, um, I know that I have goals to do to complete, and it's just
Yeah.
on my way there to complete my goals.
That's it. Yeah, because I feel like I see you like every week.
You do
Personally, I
something
feel
every
like you
week.
don't miss weeks. I see you every week. You're here. You're doing it. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I actually notice that stuff. I notice when people, even if they're not my clients, I
Mhm.
notice when they're consistent.
Yeah.
and I see them, I'm like, oh, that's good. Like this person's showing up and they're actually training hard, pushing hard. You know what I mean? So that's really good because that's the first step, right? Actually showing up and then actually
Consistency.
pushing. Yes,
Yeah.
So
consistency and then
Yeah.
working hard while
Yeah.
you're showing up. Because,
That too.
right, a lot of people are like, well, I made it to the gym. Like sitting in the parking lot doesn't really
I only
count.
come here to talk story with you, Mark.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm saying. Sitting in the parking lot doesn't count enough. But yeah, no, you got to actually work while you're here too.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and I see you train hard, so you know.
Yeah, that's the whole point of why I have a trainer is the fact that someone to hold me accountable
Hmm.
in something that I know I want to complete. So, because I've tried to do it on my own without a trainer and
Okay.
I couldn't do it. When I tried to do it back in 2018 and I was up and down the same 10 pounds, I kept losing it and then gaining it back.
Hmm.
And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you feel you have a pretty good knowledge of, diet and exercise? Just your own knowledge? Do you feel that you have a good understanding of it?
Now I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Before I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
before
Right.
I
to
did.
reiterate that fact, like we were saying last week, to have a trainer hold you accountable, it's important because not a lot of us can do it on our own.
Yeah.
Get
I
a
mean,
trainer.
yeah, it helps, right? It helps for sure. Those days when you're just like on the couch, not wanting to come in, like
Hmm.
you got that appointment, you
Or
know.
at work, thinking I had a bad day at work. This sucks. I just want to go home. I don't want to drive in traffic to go to the gym, but still yet you hold yourself accountable and
Mm.
come. So I do have a question with that as well too, knowing that now you've come this far and now you kind of more or less got a ballpark figure weight with a goal to get to for the surgery. Is that a lot more easier for you to say like, hell yeah, I'm this much more closer? Is it a lot more incentivizing for you to come to the gym and have Jed kick your butt in here?
It's definitely positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you get people do notice, right? I'm sure.
A lot of people have noticed. I get uh client or other members here can notice that I come every single time that when I'm scheduled or when I every week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that always helps, right?
Yeah, yeah. And they're very encouraging. Like they see me and they're like, keep going. I'm like they're like, wow.
Yeah.
And I show them my progress photos and all that. They're like, don't ever stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I see. That's awesome.
Everybody's been asking you a lot about what's keeping you consistent. You've been doing this for 3 years now. In your experience, what do you think is the thing that makes a lot of people quit?
The fact that it's probably they want to eat what they want to eat. And I'm like, that's probably what got you to the weight that you're actually at now. The fact that you don't want to change your diet, you don't want to move, you just want to lose weight, but you don't want to move around, you don't want to change your habits.
Yeah. What was the what was the habit that was hardest for you to change?
Um,
Because your lifestyle now is completely different than when you started. Like you said, you got a routine. We've had to change it a couple of times when you get stuck.
yeah.
But for the most part, you've been like clockwork every week. So, man, I just lost my train of thought. Shit. Um, what was I asking?
What was the habit that was hardest to change
Yeah, what
when
was
making the
yeah.
transition to a healthier
That was
The
lifestyle?
hardest habit I think I actually had to change was um probably getting or stopping all the unhealthy stuff I was doing, like the sugars, regular sodas was what got me in trouble in the first place.
soda.
Yeah, soda
Yeah.
was one of them. Cause
What
I
what was
now
your
cause
what was your favorite soda?
Coca Cola.
Oh man, ooh, that's like one of the I think that's the worst, right? Supposedly.
All the high sugar, high calorie drinks and all that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
probably like the eating habits now. Like my portion sizes are way more smaller than what I used to eat now. Like I'm just like okay, and then my carb intake back then was terrible. So like have a like how when you have a plate and it's like half rice, especially in Hawaii, and
Yeah.
rice is a staple.
Hmm.
So you're just like your rice and then your protein and then it's like oh never mind the vegetables.
So would you say you were a comfort eater type of person, or did you just ate?
It was out of a coping skill
It was
because
coping.
yeah, it
Okay.
was a trauma response coping skill for
Okay.
me. And
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
So that's where it came from.
yeah, because yeah, it's the trauma and I have trauma from my past, so like it was and at the time it was still there. So like I had my eating habits were bad, not only because of my past trauma, but the present trauma as well, because I was in a bad relationship. So eating was a comfort for me at that time too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What was the? Was there any one incident or one moment or anything that just finally made you decide to start changing things?
Um, it's probably when I would eat, or well, there was one time it was in that relationship where he said he had bought food for both of us or for me, and then I had eaten some of it, and he got mad that I eaten it, and he went off on me, and I was just like, I didn't understand, and then after that, I just gave up.
Mm.
I gave up on a lot of things.
How long were you guys together?
10 years.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So you did it when you were young. I mean, obviously.
yeah.
Yeah.
My weight problem started from when I was younger. Anyways, like I was 240 by the time I was in middle school and high school. Yeah,
Okay.
so it started from childhood. So
Early
yeah.
childhood. Okay.
So yeah, I think sometimes it's harder for people to lose weight when they have no reference of what they look like in shape. If you've always been overweight and stuff growing up, it's harder because you can't visualize what you're going to look like, and that does make it harder. I mean, I was one of those kids, so if somebody's been in shape before and they get out of shape, I see those people get back on track and get back to it quicker than somebody who has no idea what they're going to look like. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You don't. Yeah. You don't. It's hard to get the goal because you don't know what the goal is, right? You don't.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
never seen what it could be like, and so I can see that it'd be difficult. Yeah. And I mean, when did you actually start lifting weights? Like literally exercising? How old were you?
Um,
Just exercising overall.
exercising
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
when I got in my 30s.
So yeah.
when I started
So
when I started my
not
weight
even
loss
in your
journey.
twenties then.
Not even in my 20s.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Not no high school sports, no nothing.
I
ASO
was in I
soccer,
was in
nothing.
PE. I was in PE, but like I was it was just mainly all field work and all that,
Mm-hmm.
but I still couldn't run around because of my weight and all that.
Okay.
But I tried. I tried. I was when everybody ran track or that I did that at mile run, I ran couple feet, but then I would just start walking after that because I couldn't handle it.
I see. Okay.
Interesting.
I,
Wow.
I know we've talked about while training the differences you've noticed since you lost a lot of weight, like walking up steps and stuff. If you guys ever heard me and her talk while we train, you would think I was just being an ass, but I have legit questions. I don't know how else to ask them, but then she knows that, so she answers them. Sometimes, like if people could hear her describe this stuff, I think there's a lot of people she could relate to that have the same. Like, remember when you talked about, like when I asked you how was it walking up steps when you're heavier,
Yeah,
and you
yeah, that
talked
was
about
our one workout session that we filmed where yeah, walking up steps at 345 pounds hurt.
I bet.
Hurt.
I bet. I bet. I've never weighed that much. I have no idea, but I'm sure. I'm
Like
sure
and
it's
then you
back
say
hard.
then,
like your bathroom had steps to it, and you said you
my
just dreaded
bathroom
going to the
back then
bathroom.
had about 2 steps up, and I would actually like have to like grip the inside parts of it to help me push myself up.
Wait, and how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's.
And I'm sorry again, what was your peak weight?
345.
345 at 5'4". Okay, I'm an inch shorter than you. I cannot fathom.
How was the first workout?
The first workout, um, it was with Coach Quaz over at Powerhouse. It was a lot of like uh step up stuff, like how we still do
Mm.
once a week and all that. And it was like all like I could I was good. I remember it. I actually went back on the videos too, actually a while back or this past week, and I was like remembering myself getting out of breath after every rep, and I was just like, oh
But what
wow.
made you like? A lot of people would go through that and be like, "I fuck, I can't do this." Going through that first workout weighing that much. I mean, just the test on you breathing wise and energy wise had to be just something that you probably wouldn't forget. So what made you want to go back after that? Like a lot of people will do that for like 2 or 3 times and say, okay, there's got to be an easier way. Let me do these fad diets or something and try to get some off. But you just kept going back.
The fact that I wanted to lose weight and learn how to keep it, help keep it off,
Yeah,
and then also lower my
that's
A1C.
it.
So the health, your
It
health
it
was the
was it
big
was a health
factor.
factor for me, and I was like, my doctor has said to me, like, including for women who want to have children someday, like she said, you're going to be a high risk pregnancy,
Mm.
not only because you're diabetic, because you're overweight as well, and it's going to be hard for you to get pregnant as well.
I
So
was
I'm
about
like,
to say ovulation for some that
oh
gets thrown
yeah,
off by
like
their
yeah,
weight.
yeah.
So as painful as exercise was at minimal that you would do, what kept you coming back, knowing like, fuck, this hurts and I gotta come back?
Mm, the fact that I wanted to lose the weight, and I just saw how well it did for me too. Like, and plus too, like, well, I worked back then. I was a paraprofessional in the schools, and like, um, there was one picture that the EA had taken of me, and I post this picture every year with that same outfit on, and it's bulging out, and my jeans, just like my stomach's going over my jeans already. And I'm just like, I don't want to look like that. I don't want to look like that.
How many hours you think you spent crying after your workouts, saying this sucks, fuck my coach, and all of that good stuff?
um, Probably like a good few hours after each workout every now and then. Majority of the time it's like when I get stuck at a certain weight and I'm just like, or the numbers aren't going down like how I want it to go down, and I'm just like, the frustration is there, and I'm just like sitting in my room on my floor, and I'm just like, what do I have to do to change this? Like,
Well,
so,
and I'm sure you craved a lot of the stuff that you were cutting out too,
oh
right?
yeah, I do.
Like I'm sure that was probably a battle trying to cut out the Coca-Colas and all that.
Yeah, having to drink more water and then also like find zero sugar substitutes and all
It's
that. And
hard.
I'm just like,
Lifestyle change, all that
yeah,
zero
It's
yeah.
substitute.
hard. It's tough.
The reason why I ask you about this whole crying thing and being in pain, I commend you actually, commend you more for your efforts and your success in your weight loss journey more than a bodybuilder crying about, it's sore. I need to go back to the gym and train so I can show up for this fucking show. Right? How many times do you see that? Like they show their shop stories on the internet, like, oh, I'm in pain. They did their set and they're like
Yeah.
lying on the ground in tears and like crying, complaining how they're so in shape and they need to show up on stage some type of way, right?
It's it's totally different, right? Because she's doing this, she's basically fighting for her
For
life,
her
right?
life.
She's yeah.
So
Basically
yes,
fighting.
I commend you
And
million times over.
Oh,
like
Jets can tell
seriously.
you there's been a couple of times that I cried in front of him because of the frustration with the weight
Mm.
numbers not going down.
Yeah.
Now, did because I actually have a friend who struggled with his weight for years and years. And kind of the same story as you as far as like they were like, hey, like type 2 diabetes, all these things. You better lose weight. He was over 400, like 450 pounds,
Wow.
so he's like 5'10", right? And he didn't really want to do it. Like he didn't listen. I know, I think he wanted to do it, but he didn't have the desire or that push to do it. It didn't
Hmm.
scare him enough.
Or was he just too overwhelmed to do it and it just
No, I think here's the thing, and that's why this is a good one for you because he struggles with being depressed, right?
Hmm.
Depression, like you said, there's some trauma there. And I think that holds him back completely is being depressed and always not feeling good about himself.
Hmm.
And then it stops him from doing anything. Now he's really bad. Now he can barely walk. His gout is really severe because he has kidney issues from type 2 diabetes. Now he's got stage 4, so kidney disease. His GFR is down to like 25. Um, he's struggling. He lost some weight. He's down to like 330, but sometime he had a issue walking, his legs got weak, he lost all his muscle. So this is over the last few years. This is just getting worse and worse and worse.
Mhm.
And and I saw it from the beginning. And I was like, dude, you need to get in the gym, you need to exercise, you need before all this, when it was first starting. And he could never do it for very long. Come in for a week or two, maybe a couple of weeks, and then stop. A couple weeks. I mean, he would always binge, have a binge, and he wouldn't tell nobody. He'd hide his food, hide his eating habits. Um, and so now he's at the point where, I mean, it's going to be hard for him, but I think he's still dealing with this depression and this guilt. He carries his guilt. Both of his parents passed away. They had health issues, and he never went to go see them because he didn't want to see them being sick and all this stuff. So he carries his guilt. So now, I mean, what would you say for a guy like that? How would you get him to get going? Get him moving?
Well, it's first to tackle the mental issues there, where he needs to seek therapy for his.
And he, he
He's a,
has he has done it, but I don't know if he's gone deep enough in it. I'm not sure.
yeah. Um. Yeah, they're just stigma with therapy and all that because people think that, oh, you need to see somebody, you're crazy. I'm like,
Right.
no, that's not it at all.
Yeah.
Therapy is a judgment-free zone you where your person that you're seeing is not judging you; they're listening to you talk about your traumas.
So maybe I should find out. Maybe that should be his first step, really, if he's not doing it still. Because I know he was talking to a therapist for a while, but I don't know if he's still doing it.
Isn't
I'm
that
not
getting the
sure.
cycle of you're sad because you're overweight or you're overweight because you're sad? Don't they kind of go hand in hand? Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
could
like
say you have
that's
all the
that
trauma,
bastard on
but what
freaking Austin Powers, dude. I eat
That's-
because I'm hungry.
but like
yeah.
Yeah.
if you get sad and then you get overweight, and that just gonna add to the sadness. And then like if you could at least take care of the weight part, that would help a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, and it's so hard on me because I've been there the whole time and I've literally tried to help him the whole time. Like, come
Mhm.
down, work out, to the point where, I mean, I would have to go down there and hold his hand and bring him in here. I'm not doing that. He's a grown man. But, the reality is, like, I've tried so hard. And honestly, being straight up, like, I'm kind of annoyed. Like, I'm just kind of like, dude, I've tried. And now this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, and things just keep getting worse and you're not doing anything about it. You're talking a lot, but you're not actually doing it. You're not going, okay, I'm going to start something. He's
Mhm.
not doing that. It's a lot of talk. And I think the talk makes him feel good. You know, I'm going to go to the gym one day. I'm going to do this. It makes him feel good, but he's not doing it. So I'm like, well, that doesn't happen,
The road
you
to
know?
hell is paved with good intentions or something
Yeah.
like that. I don't know, right? So
So it's just a lot of talk. And we had talked about this before, right? About how some people get the gym membership, sign up, pay, never show up, but they feel good about it because I have a gym membership. And when somebody asks them, "Oh, do you work out?" "Yeah, I have a gym membership. I go to Iron Hawaiian." They haven't been here in a year, but they still pay the gym membership. You know what I mean?
you're not complaining about the
No, I mean, I don't really get those people. It's more like Planet Fitness, 24-hour fitness, but but I think there's a thing behind it. It's not like, yeah, they want to have that. They want to have the gym membership because it makes them feel good, knowing like, hey, I do have membership and I can go whenever I want to go. Problem is,
But do
you
you
need to go.
go?
Right. The problem is you need to show up. You know,
So
execute.
being that said as well, knowing your background in education is in psychology, did you have to get out of your own way with your own mental struggles as well to convince yourself, yeah, we're going to do this?
I did actually. It helped me come to the realization that I didn't need certain people in my life that was holding me back from my goal weights and all my weight or my weight loss. Because of my partner at the time, like every time I did try to lose weight, because one thing he always complained about my weight. My thing was that when I started losing weight or when I started working out, eating better, he's like, "Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Who are you doing this for?" I'm
Oh,
like, "I'm doing this for me." Who it was like, "Oh, who are you messing with at the gym?" I'm like, "I'm not messing with anyone at the gym.
oh, he
It's
was
one,
like that.
yeah, well, the
His
insecurities of a
insecurities.
partner
Yeah,
like that." And I'm
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
and like, well, with him, he had a history of being with big women, and he would complain about their weights, but wouldn't help them lose the weights. And then,
Interesting.
yeah, having a partner, but he would say to me like, uh, or try to make like he knew more about lifting weights and all that. When he would do one like this, like I only do it 3 times and be tired of it. Oh, like this, 1, 2, 3, and then done. And he's done. He's
Oh
tired.
my God.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
Well,
So,
I'm glad you were able to identify red flags, especially in people around you, when from the ones that you needed apparently the most from, but was able to love yourself enough to be like, no, I got to do this for my health.
Mm,
Not a lot of people can come to those terms, and they'll easily blame any and everybody else. Like they could have gym membership, but the gym membership doesn't work, right?
yep. That's
What do
true.
you think about this, Jim? You've been here for a while now, and it's not. I don't know, say it. Like, what do you think? Because some people may get a misconception when because it's not we're not like a corporate or 24 hour or any time or anything like that. We're different. So, I mean, what made you like? What do you like about this gym? So I think people need to know.
Um, basically the atmosphere of the gym is my go-to, and then like the vibes that I get from here. Whenever I see people like they come up to talk to me and they come to keep going and all that, and um, basically it's just the routine that I've stuck to with
Yeah.
people and all that. So
Mhm.
and it's it's only because and I basically it's the vibe for
There's
me.
a
Mm.
there's still a lot of people that think a gym like this would not support you coming and doing what you're doing. They would think you get the opposite. I keep telling people like these type of gyms like this are the exact opposite. There's more support from everybody in here. Nobody's
Mhm.
going to pick on you and make fun of you for trying to be better.
Yeah,
And when you come to these old school gyms, the gyms like this that are off the corporate grid, that's how they are. But a
yeah.
lot of people think the exact opposite.
Yeah, I felt like like there's no intimidation here. I've gotten more intimidation at the other gyms that I've gone to than I have here.
Interesting.
Yeah, sometimes a lot of people misconceive the fact that Iron Hawaiian Fitness, a bunch of competitors, it's so hardcore in bodybuilding and powerlifting or strength training that, they feel some type of way about coming here, thinking like, people like you might not come through.
Hmm.
And I tell them all the time, like how Jed was saying, the 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 vibe here is way different, much more friendly and conducive to your own personal growth. And everybody's friendly here enough to spot you or like cheer you on. They notice your improvements like
Hmm.
week after week. So, I mean, I don't think at a big box gym much people are gonna be approachable at all. I used to get super upset my degen individual people that I know, I'm not gonna call them friends, but when they would make fun of, heavier set people or people that don't know what they're doing in the gym or like, um especially ones that are just trying to figure out this whole exercise journey
Yeah.
in itself. And I used to tell them all the time, they're here though. They showed up today. You
Yep.
gotta give them that much. Why the fuck are you teasing them for?
All right.
Like you
That's
got too much
crazy.
time on your hands, especially if you're trying
That's
to
crazy.
they're here, they're trying to improve their lives. Like stop.
That's wild. Yeah. Yeah. I don't understand that. If somebody's in here, I give them credit, showing up, training hard. Like, that's it, man. You're working on yourself. So I think that's great.
You would think the people that are in shape and look good in the gym, they would almost find it like not their duty, but you think they'd want to encourage other people to come in and inspire instead of poke fun at them. It's just that
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense to me.
You would think. Yeah. But I mean, man, it's probably a lot of gyms, right? There's a lot of people that are very, if you want to say vain, conceited, things like that. There are a lot of people in this world that are like that, right? And the world revolves around them. So, so you got those type of people. But to me, I've always like, hey, when I'm out and about and I see people and I don't know them and I see somebody that's overweight, my whole thought process is like, well, like I don't know who he is. Hopefully they're doing something about it. But if I see them and I'm sitting somewhere and they're throwing down a big pizza, then I'm thinking, well, he probably isn't doing anything about it, and he's probably adding to it and making it worse. So I'm like, bummer, dude. Like, you're gonna have problems, in my head. I do think that I'm like, this guy's gonna have some problems. Like, it's too bad, you know. Hopefully they'll figure it out. Um, when I see people in here training and they're working out, and even if they're big, it's to me, I'm like, oh, that's great. Like, you've made that step to come in here. That's awesome. Now, if you leave and you do some crazy shit and you throw it on pizzas every day, yeah, then you got to figure it out.
You
You gotta,
throw down a pizza right after you work out.
right, right. You're like, well,
Wash it down
hey,
with that Coke.
hey, it's like the whole, I lost three pounds this week. Cheat day, baby. Let's go. It's like the mega size burger. Like you can't. It's like you keep it going. That's not a cheat day. But yeah. So
Was it hard for you to deal with the fact that this was going to be a permanent lifestyle change?
Yeah, it was actually. I have to think about that one. It was only because of the fact that I didn't know how to diet. I didn't know how to exercise or work out or build muscle or anything like that. The dieting part was hard for me only because of the fact that everybody just eat salads, just eat salads. I'm like, okay, I'm on what is
yeah. I
what
mean, there's all
salad?
kinds of
Yeah,
salads. Yeah.
just eat salads, and it's like, okay, not every salad makes you lose weight. Not
Yeah.
every salad is healthy for
With
you.
all that dressing and seed
Right,
I
oils,
know.
right?
right.
I
Yeah.
know. That's so funny. Eat salads, like, okay,
Or stop eating, and I'm like,
it really works. Yeah,
oh
it's
yeah, oh fasting helps. I'm like, no, I
mm,
tried fasting. I tried fasting while I was at work, and that didn't work out for me because
Ooh. Speaking of, from last week's question, how do you feel about unsolicited advice?
oh my
Ooh.
god, one of okay, here's it comes because I've had what comes to where I've had family members or I'm not gonna name names though. Oh, because I don't talk to them anymore. They all have had quite a few family members that have lost weight through weight loss surgery. That's one of the questions that we'll bring up.
That lap band thing.
Yeah, or
Okay.
the cutting of your stomach and all
Okay.
that. Yeah. So, um, unsolicited advice. I've had one person tell me, "Oh, sweating is how you lose weight."
that's great.
Okay.
Wear a long sleeve shirt. Sweating is how you lose weight.
That's great.
the
Smart.
So what do you tell them? Do you
thing
say
was,
anything at all?
the thing was that I couldn't because she just looked at me with her matter of fact face that you just want to slap right
Mm.
after, and I'm just like, cool, cool. Keep thinking that. Yeah, and you're still 220 pounds, and even though you lost that amount of weight from starving yourself, you're not humbled by the fact that you lost weight or you didn't get any kind of education on how to actually lose weight. Okay.
Or with that same mentality as well too, speaking like that, I mean, that's non-conducive for like the lifestyle long run change,
Yeah.
with a shitty attitude and mentality like that. I wouldn't be surprised if she puts the weight back on
hmm
Yeah, I wouldn't be
or does
surprised.
another surgery.
Well, here's the thing too. Like, when Jetta asked you the lifestyle change, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people, they get intimidated by the thought of that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, this is a lifestyle change. This isn't going to be a 6 month diet plan. And then you go back to drinking Cokes and eating Subway sandwiches and stuff. You know,
Yeah, and there's the thing. A lot of people think Subway sandwiches are healthy too, but I'm like,
yeah.
they're really not. They're 700
No, I
calories.
know Subway.
Subway.
Oh no, they got some good Subway sandwiches. I eat them every once in a while, but but no, but they're not. If you want to say healthy, no, they're not. Overall, right? So, but the reality is, and I think people have a hard time coming to terms with the lifestyle. Like, this is for the rest of your life. You're gonna have to exercise. You're gonna have to eat better. You're gonna have to eliminate certain things from your diet, or at least cut them down, drastically. And I think a lot of people, the thought of it is overwhelming. Like,
Mm-hmm.
for the next 50 years, like, in their head, right? So it's almost like you can't think like that. I tell people it's just a day by day thing. It's just, you literally can't think it's the rest of my life. You just go and you just do it. And then before you know it, it's 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. I started working out when I was like 12 years old. So I'm like 57 now and I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I mean? But I never really thought I was going to lift my entire life. I never even had a plan for it. I just did it because I liked it and I just kept going. And now it's 40 plus years, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's a big one. If you don't look at it like a lifestyle change, you just do it and you just get through day by day by day. Pretty soon, that is your lifestyle
Yeah.
without you even realizing that you did that, right? You just did it. You weren't focused on, oh my God, this is going to be hard. I have to change my whole life. No, just follow the plan and keep to it.
Yeah, I mean, planning and then meal prepping for the week is like, I mean, it kind of saves you a whole bunch of money because you're not buying lunch
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, you're not eating out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not spending $15 on that foot long,
Yeah.
with chips
Stop
and
it.
the large Coke and the
Not
large Coke
Subway.
for the Diet Coke. You did the regular Cokes though.
I did the
You
regular
didn't opt
Cokes.
for the diet. See, a lot of people they do the big meal with the diet. You see, they save the
I did it
calories.
for the caffeine only because
Oh,
I worked a lot of I back then I worked in a group home 16-hour shifts on the
oh
weekend,
yeah.
so I needed that caffeine to keep me going throughout that whole shift.
Oh wow. I'm surprised. Did you like energy drinks?
Not back then. Not back
Okay.
then. I do now every now and then when in my age now, only because the fact that I still work long shifts, but that's mainly with my clients now. But
Okay.
like
Yeah. I
So
mean, a lot of
back
these
to
drinks.
the unsolicited advice. So now when people give you unsolicited advice, do you just like, okay, that's
I'd be
nice,
like,
friend?
"Where's your experience now? Like what like you had either weight loss surgery or something like that. Or like, yeah, you work out, you're an amateur, but like, okay, where has your education come from about it though? Like, so where's your experience? Like, I've like a while back, I was talking to someone and he basically degraded me
Oh,
from my previous weight. And I'm just like, okay, and what? I've lost weight. But then, and I was just like, okay, cool, bye. Yeah, he caught himself trying to help me. And I'm like, how are you helping me by degrading me?
right.
Okay, bye.
Is
That's
that person
good.
close to you? I mean, he knew you
No, it
pretty
was
well.
somebody I was talking to.
Oh,
I
okay.
met him through a dating app, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh, I see.
yeah," and like he liked to brag about how he does this all that. Um, and he was posting his pictures on his gym pictures on his dating profile and all that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool,
Mm,
but you're kind of full of yourself right now.
mm. Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said.
Speaking of posting pictures and all of that, do you keep track of your journey or are you posting on Instagram for your own or you never know who you might inspire by your own journey that you've been through as well too.
I do. I actually either I post I haven't been posting monthly lately, but I do post that yearly photo of me
Okay.
with that one outfit and
Okay.
how that outfit looks now on me, and I'm just like, oh, well, yeah, okay. Yeah, and like that outfit now is like really baggy on me because that was a 4X shirt I was filling in a size 20 pants, and now both of them are baggy on me. Both of it is baggy on me. And then I did a photo shoot back in August, and because I wear baggy clothes still yet with my everyday, and wore a tight outfit for this one photo shoot, and I was like, and I did not realize how much smaller I've gotten because of the baggy clothes that I wear every day.
So
Yeah.
that's the only downfall with this weight loss journey. Now you need a whole new closet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, all of that money that you saved with meal prep, now you can go buy yourself a whole new wardrobe.
Oh yeah. And then there's actually like there's a whole suitcase and a pile of clothes on the suitcase right now in the corner of my bedroom that are all the clothes that I don't fit because they're too big on me now.
Are you ready to set them on fire and never look back again?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah. So like it's including like clothes that were given to me by previous people that were used to be big too. And I'm like, how are you encouraging me to lose weight by giving me all your clothes that you don't fit because they're too big on you? Like
Yeah.
that's not encouraging at all. And I would not want to give it to anybody
Good
else.
thought.
Yeah. No, I never thought about that. Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, I'm excited for you, especially when you get down to the 180s ish and then the after your procedure and definitely a new wardrobe.
Yeah. I've been noticing now I've been starting it's like a lot of things are baggy on me, but including with XLs right now when you're in between those sizes and I'm just like, oh, it doesn't fit quite yet. Okay, back in the closet it goes. Okay. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, do you still feel you s- uh like you need to cover up or?
Lately, I haven't been.
Oh,
I've been
good.
wearing more shorts
Oh,
in and out of the
nice.
gym. My photo shoots that I've been doing are all the boudoir photo shoots. Those,
Oh,
yeah. So I've done,
yeah.
yeah. So actually just did one last weekend, and I it's more revealing than I usually do.
Okay. I'm super glad to hear that you celebrate your weight loss, doing stuff like that. And I keep on telling like the people that I help, take the pictures, take the pictures.
Yeah, yeah, that's a big
Yeah,
one.
that's so awesome. You celebrate yourself like that.
That's great. Are you doing your surgery here on the island?
I'm I actually do want to see if the cost isn't too high, but I'm like yeah, but I wouldn't go. I know some people have done it in Mexico.
Oh, yeah, I heard some stories. I mean, it's way cheaper, right?
Yeah.
But you can get infections. I mean, there's, I don't know. I don't know if they're licensed or not or what's going on over there, but
Lose an
I
organ
mean,
or something.
huh?
Lose an organ or something. Come back.
Lose
Oh
every,
no.
like, I lost 50 pounds skin surgery, but I got one kidney now. Like, what's going on? Like, yeah, you don't want to do that.
That was for
Be careful.
compensation for the surgery.
Yeah.
You took the kidney.
Be careful. Yeah, wow. Yeah. That'll be cool though. Right on. Yeah. Hopefully you'll get that set up and get that done. Because how long is that the healing process from that?
Um, I think that's actually like maybe a month to almost 6 weeks
Oh,
as
it's not
well.
too bad then.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But for people like I've heard people that don't want to do the surgery because of the fact that they don't want to do the work up for the
Oh,
surgery. Yeah,
really?
because you do need to be um fit for it as well and
I
active,
see. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
because it aids in the healing process as well. But
Right.
people are like, "Oh, I don't want to do it now anymore. No
They
thanks."
don't want to
Yeah,
do,
But you're
yeah.
yeah,
already doing all the exercising,
yeah,
Yeah,
so
for
I
you,
mean you're
right.
more than halfway there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, too many people rely on just surgeries and chemicals.
I was
Yeah.
watching on Instagram one of the ladies, I think her I don't know, something about my weight loss journey or whatever. And she's a school teacher as she did the whole weight loss and then, you know, the skin cut and everything like that as well too. It looked really painful. So who do you have to help you through this recovery period?
Um, I'm mainly gonna try to rely on friends right now, and maybe some
Okay.
coworkers.
Cool. Because I see they go through a lot, you know, changing out the bandages, helping them get up and like you know, convalescing during your first 2, 3 weeks of recovery.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot, especially like getting cleaned up and stuff as well too.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably gonna be the hard part in the recovery, and who's gonna be there to help me with that and all that. So
I'm hoping that you have a great support team.
it's mainly friends right now, or
Cool.
friends that I've turned into family. So
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
That's good. That's awesome. Yeah. It's great to have
What
that.
what advice do you have for people that are maybe in the position you were in or is on the fence about starting a program like versus like the majority of people want to do like the real quick routes like the surgeries and the peptides or whatever. You know, you went this route. Like, or anybody who's just trying to decide to jump the fence and get on a program to start with, what could be holding them back? Like, what advice would you have to give them?
There's a story to behind my own thing, whereas where I actually asked my doctor about wanting about weight loss surgery, and she's like, "Oh, well, they're going to put you through this program where they're going to help two programs where they're going to help you lose weight, and then they're going to teach you how to keep it off." And I'm just like,
Mm.
if I have to lose weight before the surgery, then I might as well just learn how to do it on my own then. And so far, it's worked. But like, I would say if you don't know how to do it on your own, and just find that one friend that will keep you grounded and hold you accountable for it. If not a friend, then find a trainer or a coach to help you along that journey
Right.
and stay with if they're organized and planned out where they put you on a meal plan, follow the meal plan because that's what's going to work.
How do you feel about these weight loss surgeries, these new weight loss drugs or supplements or anything regarding to weight loss and
I just think of it as people just starving themselves because you're either getting the band on your stomach or getting your stomach cut to a smaller size or even just suppressing your appetite with these drugs. And it's just like you're starving yourself when you could be just eating less meals or eating smaller meals.
Yours has gone up though. You started with little, and then we were at a point where you were doing no carbs at all. And then
Yeah.
as you got leaner, your glucose got really good. the diets have changed over the years. Like the one you're
Yeah.
on now wasn't close to the one you were following 2 years ago because
Mhm.
your body has gotten healthier. It processes the food better.
Yeah.
Deals with the glucose better. So we've actually had to shift it, not just the diet, but the types of diets you've had to do.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and now we're rotating diets depending on what days you're in the gym or off the gym. When
Mhm.
used to you could eat the same one every day.
Yeah.
You know, you got to where you couldn't do high days, and we got to where you had to do them every weekend. I mean, it's just so when people talk about starving themselves working stuff with you, it's been the opposite. It's slowly gone up over time, and your weight still goes down.
Mhm.
You know, and then you get stuck, and then we look at it, and then we do another style or change something, and it starts going down.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you ever think you'd see this day that your calories start to increase and and you continue to lose weight?
No, because I always thought like the more calories you consume, the more weight you gain. And well, it's the calories only count. I mean, it's all depends on what you're eating actually. So that's what I figured out now. Like before my diet was all about carbs.
Mm.
Now I'm eating vegetables every single day.
Ooh, what's your favorite vegetable?
Well, I had to get rid of broccoli because Jed told me to.
I don't like it.
So now I have to go green beans. It's all green
I love
beans.
green beans. I like green
not a
beans,
lot of people do
cucumbers.
well with broccoli.
Yeah, not a lot of people.
What
I
was
like
her
green beans.
telltale no goes with the broccoli? A lot of bloating,
Well, everybody
inflammation,
gets gassy and
They
bloated
get
from
gassy,
broccoli.
gassy.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gassy now.
Well, there you
Blame it
go.
on Jen and Mark. Blame it on the boys.
I mean, when you do the broccoli with cheese on top, ooh, that's good. But
Yeah,
you know,
that's
not
That was
quite,
that was my fat days.
not quite the diet. There you go. Not quite the dieting program, but hey.
Oh
Yeah.
well, I'm gassy at work, and I we just blame it. We blame it on the kids. All the RBTs are like, blame it on the kids. It was him. It was him. It was him.
You're like, Michael, why do you keep doing that? Go over there. Jeez, these kids. That's funny. And then so do you do cheat meals or, snacks or whatever? Do you have that? Does
I'm
Jed
not
give you that?
allowed to.
No?
She
None
goes.
of that.
She does what she does is she gets to where she a vacation's coming up, and that's
I
when
only
she
do it
does
on
it.
vacation or holidays.
Yeah, that's
That's
how.
her thing. That's
So what is
Jen
your
will set the rules. Like you can like every the holidays you can only she's like you can have one plate and one dessert.
Yeah,
And I'm like, okay, I
so
did that.
what's your favorite?
My favorite cheat meal.
Yeah.
Um, he's gonna say I'm lame for this one every single time, but it's I go for a poke bowl all the time.
Really?
Yeah,
Which one? What style?
limo poke.
Lima Poke.
Yeah,
Wow, that's like the one of the healthiest ones to take.
All that sesame
You want the
oil,
Lima fucking, you're not even going for
why
the
it's
high
lame.
fat one.
the mayonnaise
The
ones.
mayonnaise, I know you go for the Lima. I'm like, that's like the number one healthiest one, probably. That didn't show you. Wow. Okay. So not bad at all. Pretty good.
So around parties and functions that you attend, do you find yourself having an easy time controlling, the temptation to indulge in party food?
like when I'm at holiday parties or
Yeah.
like sometimes, yeah. And then I end up having to distract myself by talking to other people and all that. Or like this one time, this past Thanksgiving when I just spent the entire time there talking to my uncle after I ate, and I was just like, yeah, get it away from me. I'm like, talk to me about something else. So I'm just like, yeah. So we talk about my school. Yeah. So it's like me just distracting myself away from food.
Do you drink alcohol or were you drinking alcohol before?
Um, not excessively
Yeah.
before. Every now and then, like if I'm on vacation, I'll have the occasional glass of wine.
hmm
Yeah.
And what supplements are you on right now?
Um, it's other stuff from species, but I know I do a lot of
Species.
yeah, the
Yeah.
yeah, the omegas and all that. So
All that.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You were on one
Very
for.
good.
Are you still doing the berberine?
I'm doing the berberine, yeah,
Yeah.
for the glucose and all that because well before I started with Jet, I was on this glucose MD with when I was glucose revive MD with when I was with Sumo. And
Mm.
then before I started just taking supplements, I was on a medication for my A1C, for the
Where you
diabetes.
taking from it?
Yeah, yeah. They had me on metformin, and I was like,
They get people that.
but the thing was, the weird thing about that is I lost 10 pounds in my first month. That's why, though,
It's
too.
a lot of
Yeah.
water pee that you pee out with metformin as well too, right?
Oh, that I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's probably where it came from. Yeah. Carbohydrate, glucose. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Wow. Well, you're doing amazing, and I'm excited to see when you get to that goal and you can go get this surgery done and
I can't wait either.
you know.
I want to get all this off.
Oh yeah, yeah, I bet. I bet.
I
That'll
told
be
Jed all the
that's
time what my clients do when I'm at work, and my latest one is one of the clients went jiggle jiggle,
Oh,
they do.
and I was like, oh,
You're like,
get away from me.
yeah. They're just kids, right? So kids are funny though.
so besides getting in the Navy, let's talk surgery, a weight loss surgery, Navy. Is there any other physical goals that you want to accomplish? Like, I don't know, something stupid, hike Coco Head or
Hi, Coco Head was actually one of them, but then I'm like, I don't have a partner to help me train for that.
that dude right there. That dude right there.
Maybe he can go with you.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's gonna be.
get his ass up there.
He can
Have
get
you
a
done Coco
tan.
before?
Yeah, I did it once just to say I did it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like whatever. It's just stairs. I love the
Yeah,
stairs.
I've. It's been a while since I've been on a hike. I just don't have anybody to go with me.
Hmm.
As far as like other things I possibly want to get into, like um with maybe bodybuilding, maybe powerlifting too, though.
Powerlifting.
Yeah,
Okay.
That'd be fun.
yeah.
Hey,
Nice.
Jed, you got your hand full.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Powerlifting, yeah.
Coco Head
Nice,
stairs.
nice.
You live right there, Jed.
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, you live right down the road. Well, do you guys have any more
As
questions?
far as closing thoughts, is there anything that you could tell the people here that may be where you once were before to start their journey, get on it, or like any type of advice that you may have for them about being on the fence about weight loss?
Um, it's probably get your mental health in check before anything else. Before and because that's the step two, losing weight. Your mental health is probably why you're in that weight issue
Yeah.
there, and cut people out of your life that don't need to be in your life because they want to keep you at the weight that you're at. They want to keep you at that unhealthy lifestyle. Then you don't need them in your life. You don't.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Thank you so
You
much
guys
for
are good.
coming on the
Yeah.
show and taking some time out and answering a
Yes.
few questions here.
Thanks for coming on. And
Thank
yeah,
you for inviting me and having me here.
of course. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know you have seen you comment before on our stuff. I was like, oh, I know you were interested in coming on. So I was like, yeah, telling your story and all.
I think one of my comments was about how people don't know how to cook their meals too. Though
Mm,
that's the thing. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, learn how to cook before you move out on your own. Then too.
Hey, there's this thing. It's called the air fryer, baby.
Oh,
Before it was the George Foreman grill. Okay, I'm telling you, this is truth. Okay, George Foreman grill in the '90s.
In
That
your
was if
dorm,
you were single and you didn't know how to do anything, you had the George Foreman grill. That was it. Now you got the air fryer, even better. You can literally cook everything in there, other than like rice. So you have a rice cooker, but then put the water in, Foreman grill or not Foreman grill, air fryer. I mean, come on, this you really don't. People will tell me, "Well, I don't cook it." They have excuses. They just don't want to. They're just lazy because it's
like how
really not
she
that.
was saying, get your
Yeah,
mental health straight first,
yeah.
And I think that's like the biggest key of
The
admission that
hurdle
that you need
is the
to
mental health.
actually get your head straight.
Yeah, yeah, because it's stopping people, right? The procrastination, depression, all these things,
The
Excuses,
the
excuses,
excuses,
excuses.
is
excuses.
preventing them from taking the step, right?
Yeah.
And they believe their own bullshit. So, unfortunately, so get some help, people. Get some help.
Get some help, people.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thank you for joining us. Hopefully next week, next episode, we're gonna have this wall done 100%. But we'll see you guys next time on Paradise Pump. Aloha.